Okay, here the video for all the Marias or any related name like Maryam, Marianne, those kind of names. Here is the video I promised to send you, in which I would love to explain to you that the name that is like the base within your name, Mary, but also Miriam, that it doesn't mean only bitter, and that you can have an other view on this word bitter. Oh man, I looked forward to make this video so much so, but till now I haven't been able to make this video because it was so awkward. Oh, normally I do these name sessions and there I have the face of someone and there's this story in someone's life, and then the meaning and the life, their life story is starts to connect, and then it's just great. And so I was like, how do I do this actually? I've never done like a video sharing about the meaning of a name without a person in front of me. So I was really hesitating to make this video. I'm sorry for that. So I'm a bit late, but it's for free. So my husband said they cannot blame you, but yeah, I feel like I want my yes to be a yes, but it wasn't really. But I am sitting here now and making this video, and I'm grateful because I am able now. And I know this because I just had a name session with someone. Oh, my mascara. And this person had this name also a little bit within her name. Marusha it was. So there was Mar from Maria in there. And so I have been able to explain to her in detail about the meaning within her name. And so I have it now fresh again, and I just had this person in front of me. So I know I am able finally to make this video. Well, an introduction of almost 3 minutes. But yeah, so my name is Rulofke, as you probably know, and I'm very passionate about names, as you probably also know. But yeah, and I do these name sessions with people since last year, May. And then I did, within 3 months, I have done 100 name sessions, but that was a little bit too much. So now I made it less options available in my agenda, so that I can just take one person at a time, 3 persons a week. So if you look into my agenda and want like the full message, then you can plan an appointment with me. It's for free, rulofke.com, and and we will meet and have the full experience together. I would love to do that. But yeah, so there are not so many appointments available because I just do 3 a week. So Mary, what's in the name? I believe, this is my personal conviction, and I have a story how I got there, but I believe that God calls us by our name, and therefore there is calling within the name. Why do I say that? Well, any word spoken out of God's mouth is like a seed, and it's a seed that will bring forth fruit. So if he calls you by your name, let's say Mary, then there is, from that moment that he calls you by your name, there's potential within your name. I want to explain more, but well, let me say this, to add this, for example. Jesus called Simon Peter at a certain moment. Then he said, you are the rock on which I will build my church. Peter means rock. And Jesus connected the meaning of his name to his calling, building his church. So that made me wonder. That's a bit of the search that I've done through the Bible and with researching names. If it could it be possible that there is calling within someone's name? Well, I'm convinced now. And so I dare to say to you, Mary, or whoever you are. This is the hard part. That your name, meaning bitter, is a beautiful, beautiful name and a beautiful meaning it has. One of the reasons is that the people of Israel, the people of God, were wandering through the desert and they were thirsty and they found this water place. It was called Mara. And there you hear it again, Mar. And they were thirsty, so they started drinking, and it was so bitter, and they started complaining. God then told Moses, throw sticks of branches, throw them into the water in a certain way, and then, it will change. And it did. It turned from bitter to sweet. And it was like a symbolic act pointing towards what later would happen, that Jesus went on the wooden cross and made everything that was bitter, he made it sweet. And so when you maybe start to wonder that, is my name, does it mean that I will get a lot of bitterness in my life, or whatever I touch becomes bitter? I want to encourage you that through the work of Jesus Christ, everything will turn to sweet and has turned to sweet. And maybe you have experienced that already, that he made things in your life, situations, he really turned it around. And I hope you have experienced that. And if not, then ask Jesus how he has done that and will do that for certain specific situations. He can give you a total other view on the same thing. But there's much more to say about Mary. For example, Mary, meaning bitter. We associate bitter with something negative. But when you think of food, for example, bitter food makes the pH, I say it in English, pH level makes it imbalance. Imbalance again. So bitter food is actually very nourishing, very good for the body. And so I believe that some of you, actually I believe every one of you, has some kind of message in their heart. And I don't know what that message looks like and what it's about exactly. But it could be that this message in the first place tastes bitter to other people. But if those people embrace this message, take it really inwardly, go through the bitter part, it will do them well. Yeah, but maybe you have to spice it up a little. Like certain foods, you have to spice it up a little with some other ingredients so that it doesn't taste that bitter. So yeah, that's just a tip. Then another thing. Mary, but is also from Maryam. So that those names are linked to each other. I can't explain right now, but bear with me. Maryam, in her name is the word myrrh. Myrrh. It was actually a tree that grew, or maybe not a tree, but a struik. Well, I don't know how to call it. In the desert, someone told me. But you have to look it up to find the details. But it's actually interesting, that it grows in the desert maybe. But myrrh is in the name. So when you carry a name like Mary, you have indirectly also in the base, core base of your name, the word myrrh. You have carry somewhere, the word myrrh. And myrrh has a lot of health benefits. There's many interesting things to tell about that. This goes too far, too much details to share right now, because otherwise this video gets much too long. But think, for example, about that Jesus got myrrh as a present at his birth. So I believe that, for example, that you are like a present to the King and to the world. And that's actually interesting, because Maria means also wished for child. Wished for child. Because mar is bitter, and Ya is from Yahweh. So bitter and God, Yahweh. So they came up with this meaning inside of Maria, Mary, whatever. That it could also mean such a strong desire, such a longing, that it's almost like bitter. God had such a strong longing for you as his child. So the meaning within your name is wished for child, and beloved is also in there. You can find it up. You can find it on the internet. If you look it up, you will find it. So, but what I wanted to add to that, there was something interesting. Oh yeah. It's like this scripture that says, a long hoped for desire is like, langgerekt hopen. Oh yeah, it makes the heart sick. But a fulfilled desire is like a tree of life. And so it's kind of like that is like in your name, this desire and this fulfillment. You are, wished for, desired. There's another word for it. I have to read it, but it's on my phone. Desired, longed for, child. So, and then, there's an interesting part. I have to do that in a name session, but I'm gonna bless you with it, because it's so beautiful. Well, this is another research of mine. It has to do with, okay, so now my phone was full. I couldn't make a video anymore. Okay, but what I was saying was that, I'm doing this research. One of the research is that I look if it's true, if there's calling within someone's name. Could that be? So, but the other research is the following. So if it's true that there's something of God's desire, dream, you could say, hidden within someone's name, then there's also someone that doesn't want it come to fruition, I think you call it in English, that it comes to pass, that it comes true in your life. But I believe that if God calls you by your name, it's just a seed that will bring forth fruit. So he cannot, make it that it doesn't happen at all. But for surely it will bring forth fruit, especially when you put your hand into the hands of Jesus. Yeah, and it could be that it's like a seed that will bloom in spring, in summer. But maybe you also have times that it doesn't bring forth fruit, but that's okay. I'm too much in detail now, but I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. But what the devil can do, he cannot stop it, but he can whisper lies in your ears and put situations on your path that tell you exactly the opposite. Again, my phone was full, but we're just going on with all the rough details around it. It's fine. Okay, so yeah, what he can do is tell you lies or put situations on your path that tell you exactly the opposite. And so what I found out about my name, for example, which means also invincible, the opposite is loser. And that's kind of like the main lie that has come to me through my life. And so I started testing with others, and actually with everyone till so far, I came to this point that, yeah, it's with everyone. The meaning. So it's my question to you. So you can check for yourself. Maybe there's someone with whom it doesn't work that way. But the meaning of your name, and then think what could be the exact opposite. And is that like a lie that has really hit hard through your life? And if that's the truth, then I want to bless you with this, because probably you have already like gotten rid for a part of this lie. Yeah, I believe that. But when it comes to you again, then maybe it will help when you think, hey, my name means this and this, and then you can like more easily unmask this lie coming towards you and tackle it. Say like, my name is da 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 da, and it means this and this is what God has in store for me. I will go that way. You talk to the hand, Satan. It's just not true. So yeah, that's something I would like to add. Yeah, Mary, there's more to say about that, but I think this is already pretty complete. Yeah, I hope it helps you to get a bit of a different perspective about your name. Yeah.